Now, doesn't that look scary? Eh, that's the wall in my bedroom. When I take a closer look, that's a duck. I painted a duck with a man's face, and then I painted the floor. I'm not finished yet, and then whoop, what was that? The door? Oh, that's the door with my pants on it, and I painted them too. And that's the other floor. See that sort of design in the other room? Oh, somehow I seen it on TV next. Okay, we're going to stop with what I was going to start, and I'm going to start with what I wanted to do. You don't mind? Now this is just like that. It's just weird the way it happened. First of all, I was on the way out of my parking, and my parking number is 111. 111 is when you add up 16 to 21 or 15 to 22, not counting the other. Anyways, I'm not going to mix up. Listen to this. In order to get 111 from 110, you would have to be with the roof right over here. The 110th floor means the roof makes the 111th floor, but there's no ceiling to that floor. Nibiru, okay, and coming first, second, and third in baseball, and win, place, and show, and doing all these numbers. When we look at 3 by 37, that is the French roulette. 3 by 37 is 111. 111 and two Rubik's cubes, which is the center, the core of the towers, of the twin towers. They're the one in between two. When you put one in, take one out of two, they explode. 108 and 111 is 219, which is 38. 38 is S&S, and it's the Gold Club. So the Twin Towers, what is the Gold Club? How do you become a member of the Gold Club? Does it exist? Because don't forget, the spade is a strong card. The diamond at heart, and the diamonds are forever. Do you have any heart at all? But the club, the card that no one really ever wants when you connect and play the bridges, is the Gold Club. When you're holding the golden scepter, and on the top is the little spade. They've already won us because I've seen that in every single deck of cards they ever made. Who is the influence on these card players? The Gold Club is SSISSIPPI, and it's somewhere Chicago, New York, LA. They must have one in each one of them. And now, probably either in Montana that they get together or somewhere down in Texas, somewhere off of where Roswell was. They have so many places that I couldn't even describe it right now. But I was getting in my car, and I noticed that 111 and 108, when you remove the first one in the 100 section, okay, 108 is actually part of a 9, 10 and 8. 10 and 8, okay, is J, is A, it's H, and it's R. It's Kandahar. That's what it is. It's Kandahar with love. Something like that. You have 73, 3 times Nibiru of 73, because you want to round out the faces, okay? So we just, easier to do it this way, right? Because the Y, if you bubble this side of the Y, and you bubble this side of the Y, and you bubble this side, you got 3 parts of a bubble. 33.3 and something else at the end of the percentage of equation of the time. So that's how I got 3 by 73 Nibiru. I just figured it out now. The passing of 1, the passing of 2, the passing of 3. 3 by 37 is 111. 3 by 73 is 219. The difference of 111 and 219, because God makes up the first floor, was 108. That's how I figured it out now. When it's Rubik's Cube, someone who's creating, it's, how can I say 108, 54, 27, 54, 81, 108. One step added on to Venus. So now we have to ask the question, what is the Venus Project? Who's on the Venus Project and what are they looking at? Because it doesn't matter if I say Venus Project, oh, I got to get them. No, that's what I need to know who they're after so I can continue on with their project, the Venus Project. You know what I'm saying? We either are going with you or we're going against you. We're going to have to take a side. we're going to have to think, and just the thinking alone tells us that we've already made a decision. We want to go forward with it, but we're not sure which direction. There is no side. When you don't have a side for which you're thinking right now, you're trying to figure out a side to create something that either might be more towards this side or more towards that side. It's a side you've taken, whichever side it is. You've still chosen a side. Yes, they should write that in the song. Too late. They already wrote one in the song. Maybe we should make one about things that turn around. We turn and turn and turn. Highway 15, Highway 95. That starts right here in Quebec and goes all the way to Florida. We stretch out. Next year, I want to know what's happening right now in Michigan. Right now. Highway 75. Highway 75 and 35 makes 110 of the Twin Towers, is a 10-10 connect of a 7 and a 3 and a 5 and a 5. 7 is 7 of 3, of 5 would be 8. 5 and 2 or 5 and 5 or 2 and 5 or 2 times 5. Ask me why and I'll tell you. It's just a calculation. That'll bring you into a dictionary that'll say, oh, when it's 2 times 5 and 1 times 5 and it equals this and that, you know what I'm saying? It's like science, but all it is playing with your own letters. It's another thing about pi that I showed you once before, right? 7, 8, 3. 3 by 7 is 21. 2 and 1 is 3. 3 by 8 is 24. 2 and 4 is 6. 3 by 3 is 9. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 by 6 is 18. 1 and 8 is 9. 3 by 5 is 15. 1 and 5 is 6. The minute you have a 5, okay, A and E, which comes out because it's 1 and 5, in between 1 and 5 is 2, 3, and 4, and that's the jail of vibrations. The in-house vibrations. The jail to a sound, to a movement of the beat of another drummer that was not created for this world, but in this world by one who made the choice of his own creation to rule over all men, because for a buck, I guess he can do it. And you know he ain't going to get rid of us all, because for a buck, who's going to do it afterward? But we got to keep it under norm. But eventually, you know what happens. Somebody wants to win the whole game, so they continue on one step further until the game starts over. Once you take over the liquid in this world and it runs dry, well, the game is over. When the spirit runs dry, the game is over. So where else were we right now? 7. 7 and 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 7 and 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 6 and 1 is 7. How about, do I have the other one? No, we'll go 1771. And 1771 will be 2552. And I'm just trying to look at, no, let's do it another way. Half of 4 is 2. Half of 1 is 5. 2 and 5. So if you do it twice, I don't even have the paper written. I can't even do it. I don't have it written. I don't have it written. Okay, it's not written. Screw that. Screw that. I really came on here only for the 7337, which 7 by 3 is 21. 7 plus 3 is 10. It's 31. 3113. 3 and 1 is MD, is MAC. It stands for 7. 3 plus 1 is 4. This video sucks. Where am I going with this? Too many numbers. I came on here for a special reason. And I stood here too long. So I'm canceling this video, which is something I rarely do. Anyways, 219 is the number. Minus 111 equals 108. Add the two together. It equals 330. 33, commanding the creator Christ, 3 and 3, 330, and into this world is 20, creation in this world is 30, would be 360, and that would be the time Jesus was born. But 7 by 5, which is the time, which is next year, the time of the Christ, the time of the energy spirit, the egg, is all next year. Pharaoh, for me it's Pharaoh's birthday next year somehow. 123 cycles later, next year in 5775. So Raphael, 7286. I guess that's what I really wanted to say. The cycles meet next year, 1 year. In 1 year from now, so we're basically almost ready to begin the countdown, but we can't begin the countdown until the 5th of October, because that'll be the actual right into the time period that we're going to be following. Thank you for watching 7286 under the hat and head of 7286 and 5775. Thank you from the 1539 Aztec Mayans for watching this video.